Hello, guys, and welcome back to the sixth episode of this Schalke 04 Road to Glory with Data. If you don't know what the series is about, go click the link in the description of this video, and you will see a link where there's a video about how I explain how I play this series. So basically, all the signings and all the players on certain positions are made with that Excel sheet. So nothing really fancy, just that Excel sheet and how it works. Today I'm going to show you how we've been doing the last 6 months. I think this is the third season, so this is our second season in the Bundesliga 2026. And we haven't really upgraded ourselves. Of course, we started with no classifications and we're now studying for Continental B license, which we should have soon. But let me show you how we've been getting on. So right here you can see we have been playing in the Europa Conference League since we finished 7th or 8th last season. So as you can see right here, we did win our first game in the Dave Babelkal. Then we went on some nice little runs, won some in the UEFA Conference League. Then we had one defeat in the UEFA Conference League. Um, Played a lot of friendlies. Of course, we're winning all the games that we should win. However, we're losing right here against third Liga side St. Pauli. We did field our backup squad, but I thought they would be strong enough, but apparently they weren't. We were also pretty unlucky. I think we had a pretty high XG. It wasn't actually that close, but we did have a disallowed goal at the end, so it's just very unfortunate that that happened. But it is what it is. Then after that, we also won again, or before that, we also won from Bilbao. We lost against Bayern München just barely in the 64 and 89th minute. They scored. We were tied 2-2 at some point, but of course Bayern have very good players, so they just came back. Then a 3-1 win over Brøndby and a 3-1 win over Basel in the Conference League. Um, Also some wins in the Bundesliga. As you can see, not many draws. A win against Mainz, a win against Köln, a loss against Köln actually, where we got an early red card from Basic, the 25 minutes, so that game was already doomed. Then Stuttgart 5-0 lost up against Borussia Dortmund just barely. We deserved to lose that, but 93-minute goal from Yusufa Mukoko. Mukoko is actually it's a big shame. Then we tied another game in the UEFA Conference League and we won 5-1 against Kilmarnock. That means that we are currently in fourth position in the Bundesliga, not doing so bad, above Bayern München, who had a pretty terrible start. They might not be champions this year, you never know. Leipzig and Borussia Dortmund are walking away with it. However, if we win one game, we're above Köln and we're in third place. So Champions League spots might be possible, and I think this team should also. We don't really do that bad if you compare us to the rest of the teams. If you go to season preview, we're expected to come in eighth, but I think we could go as good as fourth because Bayern 04 is doing pretty poorly as well. So that means that we get to stay up. Hanover are actually also doing very well, 23 points. They also got promoted last season, I do think, with us. So if we look at the Conference League then, we see that we qualified in 8th, which is nice. That means that we get to skip a round. So we just walk into the league or the round of 16, which is not known yet who we're going to play. And as you can see, our schedule isn't that hard. The hard games are Leipzig at home, Bayern away, and Gladbach, Borussia Dortmund away, and the rest shouldn't be that hard. Could possibly be wins or losses, you never really know. So yeah, doing pretty well. Knocked out in the DFB Pokal, like I already showed you. We do have Asan Uedrago in the top scorers charts. Also in the assist charts, he's one of our best players, as you can see, developing very, very nicely. 192 centimeters, great physicals, and just a monster. The team is looking like this at the moment. A lot of persons get suspended and stuff like that, but that's okay. So what I do is I play the reserve squad whenever we play the Conference League because I have more interest by winning the Bundesliga because that gives more money. But I usually just put Dardai in like that because Dardai is improving a lot. Unfortunately, his potential ability did decline, but that's okay for me. And what I've been doing, if I've been getting youngsters, Tobias Wimmer, who is a very good, promising youngster, Marco Wittmeyer, who's also a promising youngster, and Martin Busch, who's also a promising youngster. I've been putting them into my team and giving them some playing time. This guy has played once, I think it was in the Conference League, and Wimmer has actually played a lot more already. I think, yeah, 5 games in total. And that's because sometimes I just have injuries. For example, right here, this guy's suspended, so he can't play, and this guy's suspended. So I have 2 more spots, and I have Luca Pfeiffer, who I could put in here, but he's 29 years old. He's already decreasing. So what I just do is I take these youngsters and I plop them in like so. That helps out a ton. But anyway, the reason that I was back is because I am in the January transfer window, which means that I'm going to be looking for players to buy. The players that I'm going to be looking for are in my scouted area, and this is a view that I made myself. I can copy that and put it in my Excel and see who's actually available on a free. What I usually do here is I go to expiring in 6 months, and you can see everyone that's expiring in 6 months and see if we can bring them in. Probably most of these people are going to be backups, but if it's just that free of a backups, then I'm really likely to just grab them in. Um, you can go like this until full knowledge, and then it scouts those guys as well. Let's do the same with Jaden Braaf, and I think I will scout everyone until like the C level, because if these guys don't really aren't scouted fully, I don't really care too much. Um, and we're just going to check if any of these guys are willing to join us on a free. We do have some more transfer or wage budget here, so we do have about 56k to work with. I've been trying to ask for more money, but it's not really working. And our finances currently are looking like this, so we're in the positive right here. And I think at the end of the season we'll be around like 5 million in debt, which is not that bad to be honest. Our debt has also gone up a little bit higher because we've taken out another bank loan for improving the training facilities and youth facilities, which is fine. But overall, doing very, very, very good. Not the new month has started, so not really a lot going on. So what I will do is I will play these games right here, and I will be back at the 1st of February and show you what kind of different signings we made. I think one thing that changed with the players is that we gave a new contract to one of our players, and I thought it was Aydin. Yeah, we gave him a contract, so his release clause was out, so he's now on 36k. He's not really been a starter this season, but he's a good backup to have because we have trained him up. So it's always nice to have a player like this, which also helps with the regulations you have to take care of in the European seasons. So anyway, that's going to be it. Very happy with this squad, doing pretty well. Rani Kadira, I expected a little bit more of him, 6.8 only. However, the role of the bombing midfielders and Volante aren't really roles where you get high scores on anyway, so it's not too bad. And Finn Becker wants to leave. He really wants to get out of here because he's not playing a lot. Well, not playing a lot, he's almost not playing anywhere, so uh, I understand that. Anyway, for now, I want to thank you for watching this part. I will be back in 5 seconds for you, and I will show you what kind of transfer business we did at the end of the January transfer window. So, see you then. So, guys, here we are again. A couple months forward, I think just 1 month forward, the 4th of February, we did get our coaching license, which means that we have now these stats, and we're also already studying for Continental A, which would mean that hopefully we will get attacking, defending, and mentals a bit more up, and then also the mentals already looking very good. Motivating 60 now, people management 12, youngster knowledge, player knowledge, and determination going up there, which is also good to see. The most important thing that I wanted to show you, it will be in a bit. I will show you what kind of transfers we made. First things first, let's go ahead and go right here, see how we did in that month of January. We did have 2 wins over Union Berlin and Hoffenheim and 2 draws. We were very close to winning this game actually. We did have pretty good chances to beat Red Bull Leipzig there and also Freiburg here. Just very unfortunate that we lost that. If we won that, we would have had more points now. We would have been on 40 and we would have shaken off Bayern and Köln as well. However, it's still pretty tight for those Champions League spots, which is nice, which is what you expect. Anyway, let's go to the transfers that I've made. So what I've actually done is, you can see right here, 2026, I've loaned out Vitaly Becker, who's our starting left back. And why I did that is because I have plenty of options and I just want him to get playing time so he can really reach his potential fully. So here he goes for 2 million. We're getting a lot of money from that as well, and he is from our own youth, so he will always have that homegrown status, which is nice. As you can see, no one really left, but let me show you what kind of players are coming in. I can show you right here. So first things first, Radek Vitek is gonna come in. Just a good backup goalkeeper. He's coming in for 8.5 K a week, so that's not much, and it might give me a chance to either loan him out or loan my other goalkeeper out. Then also a youngster, Elias, will come in. He's going to be a rotation. He just had nice 17 determination, 18 natural fitness. I'm going to see if I can loan him out. He is coming in on free next season, at the end of this season. Then Gilberto, a right back in the backup. He has played in the past for Benfica. Played in Brazil, then went to Italy, back to Brazil, to Portugal, and now to Brazil, and now he's going to Germany. I think it's a contract for 2 years, so he's a good backup to have whenever we don't have anyone else to play. We were trying to get Justin Obuwuduo in. Unfortunately, he decided that he wanted to renew with Manchester City, I do think. So there's really nothing we can do about that. Then 3 forwards coming in. Gabriel Melo, who is a youngster. We're just probably going to be loaning him out, but he looked very, very good. He has some potential. He's just going to be a backup, and we can loan him out, maybe sell him for a little bit more later on. Then we also have Caio Jorge, who is a pretty good rotation player for us. 12 finishing, 13 dribbling, 12 first touch. Okay mentals, okay physicals, just a good player to win. I think he's on cheap wages, like 20k. The same goes for Samuel Multaretti, who is also very well. We can also play in all the positions up front. So on the left as an attacking shadow striker and as an advanced forward. Good physicals, good technical ability, and okay mentals means he's a pretty good backup for us. So whenever one of our big strikers is out, we can still play him and still do pretty well, because I think we're going to need a bigger squad depth than we have this season. So that's all the signings that we really made in this area. I am going to sim through to, I think, around March, where we have these Europa Conference League games, and where we also have the next of our youth intake. We have an excellent intake once again, like we have every year as Schalke 04. Center backs and defensive midfielders and attacking midfielders, we have some good ones, so I'm very curious about that. When looking at our finances, it's 12k in the positive still. I did ask for a new contract, and I think I want to ask for another affiliate club, but I will do that later on. What I think I didn't show you yet is that we have Arminia Bielefeld as our affiliate club now. They have fallen a lot. They're in, I think, right now, yeah, they're in like non-playable leagues, so they're not even in the third Liga. They dropped down in 17th, then in 16th, and then in 18th. So doing not so good, but we have them as our affiliate now, which means that we get some more scouting knowledge. And I'm going to try to get another affiliate in later on as well, in another area or another city, land. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is, if you go to scouting and then go to, I think it's scouting coverage, yeah. As you can see, we have a lot more coverage in the world now. I still want to improve more in North Africa, and then maybe like Russia and stuff like that, the Middle East, and maybe Australia, but I'm not sure if we are going to get someone there. And then also maybe put some more in the north part of South America, and then we'll have great coverage. as our staff is looking like this now. So we're the best in the Bundesliga with almost everything. Recruitment team is also the best, and we're just not the best in sports. Sports scientists, but we only have two, so that is I think that is okay, because if we had more, we could have done a lot better. Anyway, I'm gonna come back to you around this time in March when we have our youth intake and when we've played our Europa League Conference Leagues. So once again, for me, that's like about 3 hours, and for you, that's only 2 seconds. So see you then. So here we are again, guys. Simmed through a couple more months. Well, with a couple more months, I mean just a few, 1.5 months, I do think, since we last joined. Um, After that time, we had a couple of wins in the Bundesliga, four in total. Away at Bayern, where we were 5-1 ahead, 5-0 ahead after 36 minutes, and then they almost came back. 2-1 victory over Hanover, a tie against Werder Bremen, where we should have definitely won. 3-2 against Eintracht Frankfurt and 3-1 against Bochum, which is nice. And more importantly, against Brøndby here, tied 3-3 in the first leg. However, we were winning uh, quite handily, I would say. And then they suddenly came back with an 83 and a 93 goal to make it 3-3. So that meant that we had to win the next game, and we did. 3-1 against a very weak Brøndby side, and we actually haven't been drawn to anyone in the quarterfinals yet. I don't know when that is. But the other thing that I wanted to come back for was the youth intake that we had, and you can see them right here, youth intake. So it was more, um, there was more potential. It showed at first, and now that I see these players, they're not very good. I did offer all of these guys a contract. Um, this guy has low determination but good stats and high potential. This person is loyal and has okay dribbling. Then we have someone's name I can't even pronounce, also low determination, so I'm hoping that doesn't really get an effect on the rest of my players, because for the rest there, they look pretty good. So just as this guy also has low determination. This guy has 11 determination, but just a good backup to have. Personality also balanced. Then this is probably the most promising prospect. 15 determination, resolute, hardworking midfielder. He could be of use later on, most definitely. So let's keep an eye on Niels Simon von Allen. Michael Turek, also 10 determination, fairly sporting, also got him in. And then the rest of these aren't really promising. 9 determination, balanced. This person has 10 determination, fairly loyal. This person has 6 determination, unambitious. And there's Selic 4 determination. As you can see, a lot of people with low determination, which really made me doubt, okay, are we doing something wrong here with all the low determination guys coming in? So that's something that I wanted to change straight away. Again, low determination and Timo Marks also. So that's something I wanted to change, and I did change straight away. So what I am doing right now is I am bringing a different head of youth development in. You can see here Nicolas Seube for SM Kaans. He is a model citizen and he has 14 determination, so I hope that makes a difference when recruiting those players, but we will see about that. So all in all, pretty bad youth intake. Didn't really get anything that we wanted. In the competition, we're currently in third, above Bayern still, but if we lose 2 games, we immediately fall down in the middle right here, and we could either still go for the Europa League or Champions League spots, or maybe even for the title. But the title will be a far-fetched. I do think if Bayern didn't do so badly, I think it would have been impossible for us to get the title. But anyway, we're still in the race, doing still pretty well. Mason Greenwood with high average ratings, and Asan Drago with a lot of goals and assists. So doing very well. I will come back to you at the end of the season, so after the 16th, and I will show you how we've done and then show you what we have achieved in this season. Anyway, for now, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. Every Wednesday and Sunday I upload a Football Manager series with data. And if you want to know how I make signings or how I decide which player gets to play in which position, do please feel free to click on the link in the description. There's a link to the video where I explain how the Excel sheet with data works and how I choose my players and how I do the scouting. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Come join me in the next episode where we will finish season 25-26 and start the next season of Schalke 04 Road to Glory FM24. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed and bye bye.